Hello everyone and welcome in the fourth section of this course. In this section we are going to talk about probably one of the most popular and the best features of functional programming, which is immutability. Besides immutability, we are also going to talk a little bit about monads, but bear in mind that we are also going to cover monads later in another section of this course, where we are going to more specifically build a design pattern. Now, what is immutability and how does it work? A mutable data structure is a data structure whose state cannot be changed after it is created. So basically it behaves like a read-only variable, but with thread safety and also some other advantages. So the moment that you create an immutable data structure, you can't modify the value anymore, otherwise it's going to bring us an error. But instead, in order to modify it, you can create another data type which is going to copy the previous values and you can work on that. Now, there are a lot of advantages of an immutable data structure. The first one, it is easier to work with. So basically, immutable data structures are easier to work and reason about since we are dealing with data structures which have only one state and one state only. And this brings us to thread safety, since when you use a lot of threads, we are going to deal with the same state of the variable and the other threads can change the value, leading less bugs. Now, maintainability, in order you may create new features or improve the existing ones, and you know that when you are creating new features, you are not modifying the values beforehand, but other have to create a copy and start working on those. Readability, some may argue about readability because when you are dealing with immutable data structures, you have to mostly in general use more lines of code, but some others, in this case, were considering it an advantage, consider it a better way to express and to work with data. And testing, of course, it makes testing easier since there are going to be less bugs and one state only for the variables and data structures. Now, should you always use them? It depends. There are mostly advantages, but there are also some disadvantages. For example, you have to create a new object in order to hold the modified values, and this leads to using a lot of resources, especially when dealing with huge objects.